Hi, everyone. Welcome to this Thursday's World Session. I'm doing it a little bit early today, so thank you for being on with me for those who joined, and thank you for listening and watching for yourself for those who are going to watch later. So let's hop right into it. So as usual, get yourself nice and cozy. Make sure that you're not busy doing anything when listening to these sessions or any session for that matter. Make sure that this time is just for you. This is all about you. This is you receiving the TLC, receiving the session for yourself. So just relax, turn off your phones or put them on silent, and make sure you're nice and comfortable. And here we go. So today's session's opening up under the umbrella of the 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, the 10th house, which has to do with career, outward self-expression, achievements, and recognition. And so what a beautiful umbrella to have this session under. So when I first started these sessions, it was for abundance and to attract abundance into your life, whichever it may be. So either relationships or your heart desires, or whether it be financial stability or more money or more friends or community or whatever. You can think about for yourself what you're hoping or wanting, not hoping, wanting to attract. And here we are in this 10th house, this house of career and outward self-expression and achievement and recognition. And it's so, how beautiful that we're anchoring the session here. So that's the house, and the planet that goes along with this house, or that rules along with the 10th house, is Saturn. And Saturn's all about responsibility and realistic expectations. I don't really like that, because no expectation is realistic. So I don't really like don't really like that one so much, in the sense that there's no expectation that's realistic. So when you've got an expectation, it's already setting yourself up and the other person for for disaster. It's organization, wisdom, paternal influence. And we're staying on that sunny side of Saturn, so to speak. So responsibility, and in comes the heart. And all of this is governed by the triple heater, and the soul lives in the heart. It lives in the left atrium of the heart. And it's your soul's urge to be fully responsible for yourself. It's your soul's urge to be fully responsible for yourself and your life. Do you think, oh yeah, I'm completely responsible for myself. I pay my bills, or I take care of my children. I feed myself. I clothe myself. I'm responsible. I listen to the rules of the road, or whatever your connotations for responsibility is. But how about the things that you avoid? Are you responsible for your feelings, your emotions, your experience? Or do you blame yourself and others for the things that you're experiencing? And in comes soul responsibility. Oh, and it's just cracking up as it's doing its stuff through the heart and into the gut brain, linking up the heart brain and the gut brain. And it's just cracking everything open. Dispel soul responsibility, being completely responsible for yourself, dispels blame and shame, and you get to live your life for you. I'm going to cry. You get to live your life 100% for you. You get to be fully in your life for yourself. You are the master of this game, not this game, your ship. You are the captain of your ship. You are the driver of your car. You live your life fully for you, without blaming yourself, shaming yourself, or blaming others and shaming others for your experiences. And so in there's this huge unwinding. There's this big contraction around the heart of all of those blame and shame and guilt, and keeping yourself in line. And the soul responsibilities do that as so soul responsibility is not a part of body talk. I just want to say that very clearly. It's a different modality. And it's coming in to untwist and burn off those karmic threads from the heart. Oh, and we're going into an 8th chakra influence, going back through generations. How many generations? We're going back 100 generations to responsibility means burden. Responsibility means I martyr myself. Responsibility means I victimize myself and others. Responsibility is heavy. Responsibility is entrapment is the biggest one. And we're unwinding that from the shoulders. We're in the consciousness of the shoulders, which is responsibility. But that is a pathological responsibility trapped within the shoulders. So the traps, those muscles right in here. With a nice breath. And we're anchoring this down because the thoughts want to come up and pull you away from the experience that you're having, pull you away from yourself. So we're going to anchor this nice and low, anchoring it right deep down into the reciprocals of the shoulders, which are the hips. And as a consciousness, the hips are the foundations of life, your stability. So we're in the hips, and we're doing a reciprocals from hips to shoulders, both bilaterally. And the reciprocals is so beautiful as a link, because you go through all of the organs as well. So it untwists the organs, and it's beneficial to the organs as well, not only the hips and the shoulders that we're working with. So I can feel all of this relaxation happening through the gut. And we're going to link that in to ground into the hips. And then we're going right into kidney one point, right at the soles of the feet. So not a coincidence that we're working with the soul, and we're moved right down to the soles of the feet, and where we touch Mother Earth. And that's where the abundance comes from, isn't it? Mother Earth is so abundant, so abundant. And then when we're blinded, when we can't see clearly, when we've got our filters on, we only experience lack. There's no lack. There's no lack. And then by staying in that fixed mentality of lack, you actually block what you're asking for. So we're grounding into Mother Earth through kidney one. Oh, soaking up all of that beautiful Earth's energy, that electromagnetic force of the Earth, her minerals, the vitamins, the metals that are needed, so that like the zinc and the coppers that we need for our bodies. Oh, there's just a huge relaxation through the whole system. I'm feeling those ions moving up my legs and nurturing my cells, nurturing my frequency of my body. So you can feel this for yourself, nurturing my bones and my lymph, and going through all of the nooks and crannies, vibrating all the way up the crown to governing vessel 20 at the top. A beautiful connection. Oh. All right, you can tap this in. Tap this in or just receive. That's up to you. Tap this in or receive. Now we're going into the water structure. We need to do a hydration. There's some dehydration going on, dehydration through the cells. We need to hydrate the blood. but not too much, not too much. That's not too much there. The cells, the muscles, mostly. There's those tight muscles. We need to hydrate the muscles. And but the water is a little bit off. There's some dirty water happening within the muscular system. So if you've been um, experiencing stiffness or aches and pains with any of your muscles, you can think about the ones that are causing you problems. So I'll just do a general, linking this to everyone's prefrontal cortex and going in and doing a general hydration to the muscular system, and your body will bring the hydration to where you need it most. And at the same time, we're going to do a repair. I'm so bad with names. But there's this Japanese doctor, I think it's Moto. Anyway, he works with water and the frequency of water. I'm sorry in advance if I'm brutalizing his name or getting it completely wrong. And those dirty thoughts, those thoughts that we have about ourselves or others, or basically, it's actually irresponsibility. Anytime we are irresponsible towards ourselves and our life, it dirties up the frequency of the water. That blame, shame, guilt, martyr, forsake energy. The body's really synthesizing on this one. So we're going to change the consciousness of the water. We're going to clean it up. We're going to put in love and forgiveness and responsible. But the healthy responsibility, not the connotations that you have for responsibility or what it means to be responsible. That's soul's urge. That's soul's urge. That's what we're going to change the correcting the frequency of the water so the water crystals and the structure of the water is healthy. There it is. Tapping this in. All right. That's all for today. If soul responsibility came up a lot in this session, and if you've never experienced it or you want to experience it again, I do private sessions of soul responsibility, as well as I'm hosting a free talk July 4th at noon. So if you want to learn more about it and hear my story, how I got to soul responsibility and what it means or what it is, then you can come explore with us July 4th at noon. Just reach out to me. And there's also a workshop happening July 9th. So if you're interested in doing that, if there's a curiosity or a pull, then listen to that intuition that you're having and reach out. I'm happy to hear from you. All right, everyone. Take care and have a lovely Canada Day weekend.